Oh, you know it's gonna be good when I've got the headphones out. Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Hey, I wasn't gonna do a video about this. I just dropped it in the intro to the last video. Oh, Star Wars is gonna be great. They've got this wonderful person taking over. When I was making that video, this tweet got posted. And yes, the person with the microphone is indeed Leslie Headland, who is going to be doing another Star Wars project, female-orientated one. But my God, this is going to be a thing of beauty. Look, before I can even listen to this, we got to get into a couple of other things, you see. First of all, let's check out her credentials, because I think credentials are very important when you're given a show to put onto Disney Plus that is a subscription-based service, i.e., you're trying to entice people to part with their money on a monthly basis for your product. Yeah, she's got virtually nothing. Virtually nothing in 8 years. Yeah, she's done some plays, but this is screen, and this is completely different. Terriers in 2012, 2013, a TV movie, a screenplay 2014, written by 2015, and then 4 years later, Russian Doll. Which, for all intents and purposes, is meant to be alright. It's meant to be alright. But what I'm trying to say is not a lot there. And even on directing, it's kind of her own stuff and not a lot. This is current day, folks. It's current day. You fit the bill, you get the job. Don't worry about experience. Don't worry about talent. Anything else that we know about Leslie Headland before we get into the beaut? Yeah, she was Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant for about a year, who wrote a play about an abusive boss, which led to this Entertainment Weekly article in 2012 with the headline, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant writes tell-all play, brackets, sorta. How did that one work out for him? So it talks about how she wrote a play about an assistant ill-treated, yada, 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 yada. Now then, let's get into this, shall we? Because, wow.
I say that, like, I think white women need to kind of step up their game, to be quite honest. Like, sorry, but I'm calling you bitches out. Like,
Oh, white women, specifically white women, need to step up their game. Step up their game, maybe? And, anything to say about this chap? Anything to say about this chap? Leslie, anything that you want to say? You wrote a play? Anything that you want to say about this lovely man? This lovely man that's currently going to die in prison. No? Okay, but you want white women to step up. Okay, let's carry on.
you really do, because, like, you know, there's, like, I couldn't agree more with everything that these brilliant...
Of course you couldn't agree more. It's a panel full of like-minded women who've been brought onto Variety that all share the same politics, the same ideology, everything. So of course you're going to agree with them. But come on, Leslie, let's carry on.
Women are saying, but, like, I'm also seeing the silent killer, which is a lot of white women at the top who are kind of...
Why specifically white? You seem to be kind of obsessive about color. Oh, did I say that? It's okay. It'll come back later.
reinforcing a lot of old ideas. I think a lot of it, to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'll just speak from my own personal experience. It's just like
your own personal experience. Your own personal experience at being a personal assistant to this gorgeous hunk of a man. This gorgeous hunk of a man that's currently serving how many? 20 something years? No, your personal experience? No, okay.
I wasn't sure how to be an ally. I wasn't sure.
Sorry, I wasn't sure how to be an ally. Okay, where's this leading?
What type, I got so caught up in like what kind of terminology I was supposed to be using and being politically correct. And so as I started to rise in television, I started to just get more blunt and just start saying like, I would like a black writer.
What? What did you just say?
Because if I said diverse, you get, well, white is diverse, which is something somebody said to me. And I was like,
oh, this keeps getting better and better and better. So, okay, let me just go over what we've got so far. You were rising into positions of power. You were looking for a way to, quote, be an ally. And so you use your authority to dictate exactly what you wanted, which was a black writer. Miss, I've got a question, miss. Thank you, miss. I got a question. Why? I got another question. Yeah, thank you. Why wouldn't you want a talented writer? Isn't you, first of all, speaking for white women, which in itself is racist, but don't worry about it, and you specifically asking for a specific demographic, isn't that in itself racist? Sorry, Leslie, I can't hear you. I'll answer that question for you. Yes, it is. So, let me just run past this. I know that I've got plenty of black viewers. Let me just run this past you. So, you hire said black writer, right? And then they go, great, thank you for giving me the job. I'm so glad that I was better than the rest of the people there. And then she turns around and says, oh, no, I hired you because of your color. Because I'm an ally. And we are the ones that get called isms, phobes. We're the ones that get told that. And you're doing it right here. But because you're on the far left ideology, you go, wow, we're being progressive. No, you're being massively racist.
wow.
Yes, wow, Leslie, absolutely spot on.
I was like, it's not cool, but to really.
By the way, diversity does and would include white people. So, in terms of massive racist, you're doing pretty well. I'm sure this show is going to be amazing balls.
I reached out to my, the women that I respect who are
you reached out to the women that you respect. You didn't reach out to people, regardless of gender, who you respect. You just reach out specifically to women because you're a misinterest. Gotcha. Let's carry on. So we got the racism nailed down. You got that down to a T, Leslie. Boom. 6, 2 thumbs up. And in terms of misanthropy, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's keep going.
white writers and directors, and I said, what should I say? What language should I use? You know, and
I mean, I would use language if I was like, say, trying to get a group of people to create a TV show or a play or a movie. I'd use terminology like, let's get the best people for the job. That's the kind of language I would use. Who are the best writers? Who are the best actors to fill these roles? I want to see headshots. I want to see bios on my desk. Who's the best directors, producers that we can get? That's what I would be saying. But Leslie, she's got a slightly different idea.
I think it's worth it if you're in a position of hiring power or greenlighting power.
Okay, so yeah, you're in a position of authority where you can dictate who gets hired and who doesn't.
To like reach out to people that are not like you and say, what can I do to be an ally? And
you're going back to that racist thing, Leslie. You're going back to it. You like going back to it. So you're looking to abuse your power to push your ideology. Got it? I got it.
And how can I support writers of color and LGBTQ and disabled writers? Like, what can I do? And
well, they are everywhere in abundance. So really, you don't need to be worrying about their ableness or their color. You really should be concerned about the talent. And if they're the best talent. So if they come to your office, if you look at some writers and you're looking at the work and you're like, I love the work of this writer, and they happen to be white, black, red, magenta, yellow, pink, fuchsia, then you'd have them because of the quality of the writing. Not reaching out to specific demographics to go, I am in a position to abuse my authority, and I'm going to do that to push my ideology, and I, as a white woman, as you keep referring to, I'm going to belittle and use you as a trophy because I'm an ally. We're the ists, the isms, and the phobes. I just want to reiterate that again. This is fucking priceless. This is.
And, what kind of vocabulary should I be using? Because I think
hire the right people for the job.
I think it's just easier. I just see it in the room. Like, I just see them kind of.
This is a 2-minute, 20-second clip where she's going literally. That's not in its literal sense. About 1 minute 45 of beating around the bush of saying, I'm a massive racist! And I abuse my power to push my ideology. That's all you needed to say. I'm a huge racist and misandrist, and I abuse my power to push my ideology so I can get kudos and pats on the back from my besties.
Go like, it's just easier, like, the guy at the top's louder, it's hard.
Men shouting over women. You were like racist 10. If this was like the back of an old Transformers box, where you used to get that red sheet and you used to push it over and you could see the stats. It's like Optimus Prime, strength 10. You're like, yeah. And that, if you had one, you put it up there and it'd be like racism 10. And it'd be like misandry about a 4. But there is like misandry's now gone up to, I reckon, about a 7. Probably about a 7 now. So we've got racism 10, misandry about a 7. This is awesome. You're gonna be a great far lefty transy. Former.
Harder to say, like, I think this should be a black writer. I think this should be an Asian American actor. I think it.
Well, number one, with the writing side, no. It should be the best writer, and if the best writer is black, you absolutely hire them. If the best writer is a woman, you absolutely hire them. If the best writer is disabled, you absolutely hire them. If the best writer is trans, you absolutely hire them. You don't dare select them based off that. That That is bigotry of the highest level. And you're admitting it out here. But the thing is, you're admitting it to a bunch of bigots who like to look down on other people because you're all echo chambered and you think you're being wonderful, but you don't realise that you are the massive bigots yourself. But okay. But in terms of the actor, if the role demands it, yes. If not, no. You know, it's situational. To just blanket say, I think this should be an Asian actor, doesn't make any sense. If it's something set in Hong Kong, something set in China, something set in Japan, Korea, yeah, probably should be an Asian actor for that. If it's a nondescript area of future or sci-fi where it could be anything, no, still not necessarily. Then you'd get the right person for the job because it's very situational. So if you're talking about a quaint English village in the 1970s, probably not going to be a fit. So you can't just blanket statement with, I think this should be an X. But you're a bigot. So you did.
It should be this type of, like, I would like to cast, and, you know, really, I find it a lot as well with, as a queer woman, like.
What has that got to do with anything? Nothing. But it's more victim points for you. Okay.
With gay characters, whether they be gay men or gay women, where I'm saying, like, that's not a gay person. Like, sorry. Like, this is not a gay person. Like, we're not representing that in this storyline. Like,
holy shit. 2 minutes 20 just to say I'm a huge bigot, misanthropist, and I abuse my power. And this is who's been put in charge of the next Star Wars series. It's gonna be amazing!